What's on my mind? Let me take this off. First, let me say to the creator of all things, known and unknown, we love you, we praise you, we thank you. We thank you for another day. And glad to be back about your business. Victor. Well, what's on my mind? I am so glad to be back. I have finally, today is my first day not wearing a diaper. Because I had an operation, and from my operation, let me just tell you how good God is. And let me give his praise and his due. I had prostate cancer. I went to the doctor. My PSA numbers was always high. So we wanted, my doctor, my primary said, you know, you're higher than normal, but you've been consistently at 7. So he says, you know, he sent me in, they did a click, came up negative. They went to searching for cancer, found nothing. So he said, as long as you stay consistently, you don't have to worry. In the last year, I shot from 7 to 11, then to 14. Bells were going off. I was going to the Dana Institute for Cancer and all kind of stuff. They went back in, click. Came up, I have some polyps, cancer polyps. They said, but I was very low risk. So they said, you have an option. What we would like to do is you come back every 3 months or 6 months and we monitor it. And if you spike again, then we want to do chemo and radiation and all that. I said, I am not doing no chemo. I ain't doing no radiation. I ain't doing nothing. God been good to me all my life. I'm just going to ride this horse. And wherever it goes, it goes. And my older sister, Evangelist Smith, Joyce, as I call her, called me up. Dr. Weeks called me up. Both of them threatened me and all kind of things they gonna do, and how can I do this, and blah 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 blah. So I went on and spoke to the doctor. So I said, you know what? Let's have the surgery, take it out. You know, I wasn't gonna do this, but my 2 sisters cried so much and boo-hoo, you know, and they let me know my father had it, my brothers had it, so it was a family thing. And if they could do it, they had the surgery, I could do it. So I went ahead and had the surgery. But God, see, you gotta say, you have to put God first in everything you do. So I had the surgery. The doctor said, I'm gonna take out the surgery. We're gonna take your prostate. We're gonna send it to the lab, have the lab cut it open, and they can study what type of cancer you have. And we could, you know, set up a plan for, you know, cancer do boomerang back on you or whatever. So I had the surgery. I'm at home. I get a call from my doctor. He's all complex. He said, Mr. Weeks, well, I just got results back from the lab and we cannot find any, absolutely none, no cancer in your prostate. There's nothing there. He said I had to go back through your old records and find the exact spot where they found the cancer, for they could call the lab and have the lab look there. But God. So some people say, oh, maybe you used to sue it, you know, no, my prostate was so big that it had to come out. So, but you allow God, the Creator, do His thing. And you give Him the praise. You tell Him thank you. So, and I went through and I had a diaper. They gave me the exercise. And now I'm diaper free. So for all you men, I don't care, white, black, yellow, whatever, as you get older, your plumbing's the first to go. Make sure you check that out. Don't be scared. Go in and check that out. Now, let's get to my topic. Racism in America. America is a very racist country. America was born on racism. America cannot survive without it. The racism comes in many different forms. As I tell people about slavery, I said black people are still in slavery. They rewrote the rules. We might not have the bracelets on our wrists and on our ankles anymore. But there's economical slavery, educational slavery, health slavery, housing slavery, opportunity slavery. These are things that, unless you live it, you cannot understand it, and you don't see it. Just as we say white people live under privilege, and white people say, I don't live under privilege, I ain't privileged, I go to work and I live every day. Because you are in your reality. My reality is 100% different. But thank God things are changing. Things will change. Things have to change. So let me talk more about this racism in America. I'm going to go to current events. Last night, Bill Cosby was let out of prison. If you have been following me through what's on my mind, you know that I said Bill Cosby was set up. Bill Cosby was about to buy NBC. He had the money. He didn't need no partnership. I'll say it again. He had the money and he didn't need no partnership. Forces to be killed his son to back him off, and that didn't work. Then, as all black men and all black heroes, they attacked his character. But Bill Cosby was America's dad. Everybody loved Bill Cosby. And even more so, white America accepted him. Mr. Jello Pop Man with the kids. Clean comedy. Non-threatening family situation on TV. He was love. Now, he was also a human being. In all of us, every single person on this earth, we all have flaws. Ain't nobody perfect. One person was perfect and they killed him their first opportunity. Now, getting back to this racism, watch the play. Me, I, myself, been persecuted the same way Mr. Cosby was persecuted. Every black person that's listening to me been persecuted the same way. Now, white America, you know the game. You wrote the rules. You play it. What white people do when they want to prosecute you is they play semantic with the English language. This is their language. They know how to use it and verbalize it to their advantage against yours. Words have meaning, but as you form the words, you could play with the definition of the words and the meaning. Mr. Cosby did a deposition. Can't pronounce that word right. But basically, he made a tape saying what he was doing on a civil suit. The lawyers and his lawyers, here's the game, made an agreement. Whatever he said would not be used against him. Black people, watch the game because they'll play it on you. Mothers, fathers, watch the game because they will take it to entrap your kids and imprison them. Don't worry about it. We just want you to come and talk to us. Well, as they say, anytime you get pulled over, never ever talk to the police. We all watch the first 24 hours, the first 48 hours. Soon as they come and they say you're under arrest, first thing that come out your mouth, I want my lawyer. Period. No more, no less. I want my lawyer. So, Mr. Cosby went in and gave his deposition. I can't pronounce the word. And in that, he admitted, I got Quaaludes for the women that I was dating. I got Quaaludes for the women I was having sex with. He never said he drugged them. He never said I gave it to them without them knowing I gave it to them. He never said I had sex with women when they was passed out. That's not what he said. He said, I got the Quaaludes for the women that was coming up so they could feel more relaxed. Now, I'm old enough to know back in those days, white America was big time what we call black community bombers. Everywhere on TV, everywhere. White men, women was taking speed to lose weight. The doctors were giving them out like it was gumdrops. Everybody did Quaaludes. You gotta remember, back in the 60s and the 70s, we used to smoke marijuana on the streets and the police did not bother us. And this was before they claimed it was illegal. Drugs in the 60s was free going. But this is their language. They took that, played with the context, and verbalized it as if he drugged a woman unknowingly and had sex with them. Said he was a predator. Now, they never addressed the fact these women came up to his room 2, 3, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. We all know what a booty call is. We're grown. You come up to a married man hotel room, 2 o'clock. You know what's going to happen. They did it to Mike Tyson. The girl got mad, said she went up to Mike Tyson 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh, he ate me out for 2 hours. Woo! Mike went to jail. So now, because it was foul play. Watch the game. So the lawyers made agreement, but they didn't put it on paper. See, this is where it came. This is where the curveball and the many things. If you watch my other video, I always said that they came to Mr. Cosby and told him, we killed your son. We will kill your family if you do not let us do to you what we want. We want to damage your reputation. To let you know, no black man, as long as your skin is the color it is, do not get the benefit of doubt in America. We can make you, we could break you. You are never free. You cannot survive while we write the rules. That's a lie. But that's the lie that they give us and they tell us. So now he's free. What are they going to do? And they're going to do absolutely nothing, because their goal was to control our freedom of speech in our lines of communication. There's one thing that they do not want. They do not want us to have our own news station, our own TV station, our own line of communication, because we can start education, the masses, on who we are. See how quick they brought BET up. BET started out, they used to have black news, black information. BDT gone to what? Crap. Because it was sold, white man came and bought it quick. We have to control our destiny. We know that America is a racist country. We have to decide for ourselves where and what we are going to do. It's very important that we invest in the education of our children. It's very important for us to sit down and explain step by step the importance of loving your other black man of color. We are not competing against each other for something that we don't have. We have to unite together to get what we don't have. That is freedom and power. What is freedom and power? Money is freedom. Wealth is power. We have to unite together for us to get money. We have to unite together for us to get wealth. I say it and I say it again. What wealth we have, we need to control. We need to get it into a black bank. They have little black banks around, but people, listen to me. Whatever community you have, they have credit unions. All the people in any community invest in a credit union. By numbers, you could, once you put your money in that credit union, you are a voting member of that credit union. When it comes up for a board of directors, vote your people in there. Think. You take over that financial institution. You take that institution and invest it in your community. Do not spend your money with nobody besides yourself. Number one. When I go to buy anything, I go to the black salesman. Now, I'm not saying I'm anti-white. I'm not saying that. But I am most definitely pro-black. White people take care of themselves, and it is not no crime for me to take care of myself. So I'm not going to feel bad about this. I went to buy my car. People came up to me. I said, I want a black salesman. Because I know that car salesmen only keep their job by how many cars they sell every month. They got upset. I told them I get to spend my money any way I want. Any way I want. Not the way you want me to spend it. It's the way I want to spend it. And I got cash. I don't need no loan from you all. I don't need none of that. I ended up with an Egyptian guy. You know, he came over and spoke to me. I explained my situation. He went back to them and just told them he should have the right to spend his money the way he wants to. He want to spend his money here in this business, and he want to give credit to a black guy. Why are you all mad? You know, it being him that he's a foreigner, you know, they had to choose their words carefully because, you know, when these foreigners come in there, they institute their racism little by little because they really hate him too, but they can't say it right away because they want to put their focus on me. But that's what we have to do. We have to love each other, lift each other up, because we know the battle that we have in America. Now, we have to control our destiny. Educate. Educate. Educate your young. And glad to be back. This is just an introduction. Next week, I have a special guest with me. I have the Honorable Bishop, Dr. Bishop Gwendolyn Weeks with us, and we're going to take on this topic. Peter walking on the water. What do that represent? How do that relate to us today? And how we can use that to benefit and better our lives today. Glad to be back on This Is My What's on My Mind, number 15, season 2. Glad to be back.